Alright, we had Guardian Games released earlier today, along with some few other stuff going on this week. So let's talk about the new Guardian Games weapon, the taraxippos strand scout rifle. Alright, if you go ahead and pull up the perk column, you'll see that in the third column, we have things like no distraction, outlaw, zen moment, 4 times the charm, moving target, offhand strike, and gut shot straight. As a PvE guy, I'm really looking at 4 times an outlaw. Then in the fourth column, that's where we have some pretty juicy stuff. You have things like keep away, kill clip, encore, focus fury, that's niche, cascade point, that's also niche, hatchling, and then explosive payload. I'll be honest with you, the main role that I'm looking for right now on this scout rifle is 4 times an explosive payload. I did get one earlier with hatchling that we're using in the gameplay, but let me know down in the comment section what role for this scout rifle you yourself are trying to get. Also, for this Guardian Games, you may or may not be aware of, but we do have a weapon level progression buff active for the duration of this event. I'm pretty sure this is referring to any of the actual Guardian Games playlists. Now, I was pretty curious about this myself, so after completing a Guardian Games strike in the competitive playlist, which is the HyperNet current strike, I went ahead and pulled up my retrofit escapade that I was using as a test, and it had 21% on the level, and then we beat it. Bro, it completed the level, so it's at least 79% weapon level per clear, at least in the competitive playlist. Okay, just figured I mentioned that because I figured some people want to know, myself included. Now, another new item that this Guardian Games actually brought us is this new black and red shader, Coronal Bloom. And unfortunately, as banger of a shader as this is, it is actually locked behind the upgraded event card, meaning you have to spend silver in order to get it. Now, I do want to show off the shader real quick just so you guys have an idea of what it looks like if you do decide to actually go ahead and fork over the actual silver to get it, if you think it's worth your money. But I will say personally, I think the shader is pretty fire. Just really unfortunate that they put it behind a paywall and you can't get it through any in-game triumph or challenge for the event, which is definitely not going to sit well with some of the player base. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on the shader down below in the comments if it's worth the money and actually picking up. Let me also go ahead and mention the title SMG and its new perk pool. Here it is. If I'm keeping it a bug with you, there's really nothing that's jumping out on screen to me. Maybe threat detector or repulsor brace would be a good combo, but are you really ever going to use this over the funnel web or an Unforgiven? Personally, I'm not. Now, something else that we got going on this week that I want to mention to you guys in case you are in need of some good armor. Maybe your other characters need some good armor sets. It's not an artifice armor farm, but it's basically the next best thing that we got. We have Pit of Heresy as the pinnacle rotator dungeon, and ever since season 13, Zolmak, the final encounter of this dungeon, has been dropping armor with a guaranteed 2 spikes of plus 16 and 2 separate stats. And because it's the rotator, it's infinitely farmable, meaning this week we have a really good armor farm. Me and a couple buddies were farming Zolmak for a little bit for the purpose of this video, and our alternate characters needed armor. My Titan has some pretty decent armor pieces, but he definitely could use better, and maybe some of you guys are also in the same boat as me. So if you need some armor for your other characters, or your main character for that matter, you can head over to the pit this week and farm the final encounter. You can also pick up a checkpoint for this over at d2checkpoints.com. Oh, and the nightfall weapon is the malicious birthright. But that is what we got going on this week inside of the game. Let me know what you plan on playing most, whether it's Guardian Games, maybe you're just grinding up some crafted weapons, leveling them up, or maybe you're gonna go farm some armor over in the pit. Either way, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching and giving me about 3.5 minutes of your time. You guys are the real MVPs. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing. Everyone out there, have a great day or night wherever you may be, and y'all be safe out there.